People always ask how I balance my family life with 400 shows a year. I'm just doing what I love with the people I love. It's my magic life.
I like Wes Iseli. I like everything about him.
All right, guys, we're back. And this week it's just Natalie and I. We, while you're listening to this, we're probably in an airport waiting for our flight to come home from Cancun. We had to go ahead and film a whole bunch of episodes together so that we're able to put something out while we're out of the country.
On vacation.
It's going to feel weird coming back home after 2 weeks of not recording.
I'm looking forward to vacation.
Vacation's going to be awesome. But we have some topics for you guys today to go over. And one of the cute things that happened recently was Natalie was getting office work done and she had the kids just playing outside. And I was chopping wood. And Lex walked up to me and said, "Daddy, where's the beef?" And I was like, "What? Where's the beef? Where's the beef?" And marketing background, I'm like, how do you know the Wendy's ad from 1984? How do you know? Do you know the Where's the Beef ad? You know it somehow, some way.
I thought it was Arby's or something.
No, it was definitely Wendy's.
Okay.
And it was an older lady. Yeah. But anyway, how do you know that? What are you talking about? And he said, "Julian, where's the beef? I'm the cop. Julian's the beef." He was trying to say thief. And they were on their bicycles playing with each other. But I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah.
Just confidently.
Yeah.
"Daddy, where's the beef?"
It was very cute. They were chasing each other. Wee-oo, 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 wee-oo.
And they didn't tag each other or arrest each other. It was just...
No, they were just one chasing the other. He's the beef.
And what did Julian come to you and say?
I said... I don't know.
It was
might
like
have said I the beef or something.
He was real confident. "I'm a thief."
Yeah, I'm the beef. I said, "Uh-oh, you did something wrong." He said, "So you gonna get arrested?" "You better run."
Crazy.
Yeah.
Just trying to get everything on track for when we get home from Cancun. When we get home, life kicks back up into high gear. We got the farm, 6 weeks of the farm, 3 shows every Saturday and every Sunday for 6 weeks. Last year we did 50 shows just in October. I don't know what we have this year.
Plus, we could do other shows, not just the farm. So if you're thinking of having a show on a weekend, the end of September, October, you can still call us because we can still book around the farm.
Just be after 3 p.m.
Or something. Yeah.
Right. Depending on where you live. Also, I was trying to work on getting the boys' stuff done. She wants to start preschool with the boys in September. In September when we get home.
Yeah, but not like a formal preschool. Just kind of like, they're going to be in preschool next year, formally, every day. But, homeschool preschool. But anyway, I want this year for them to get used to the idea of sitting down and doing a project. Or, sitting down and listening to a book being read. Because they'll come and they'll let you read a book, but one will listen and the other will be running around. So to try and get them together, get used to the idea of sitting down and doing something.
They don't like timeout, so that's a good threat. Sit down and listen to this book or you get timeout. We haven't done that yet, but I'm just thinking it might be that to begin with.
I don't want to do that, though. I want it to be fun. I want it to be something they're excited to do.
Of course you want it to be fun. You want to read a book.
So,
she read a book to him on the steps the other day, and one was climbing up the steps, but it's just hard to get them both to be locked in.
Yeah.
But
anyway, and just kind of start the preliminary of tracing letters, and they're pretty good with their colors. But and they can count. It varies on the day on what they can count to.
So when I walk up, Natalie sleeps in, and I walk them down from upstairs, and I count the stairs, right? Or I'll start counting steps even before they get to the steps, so they start counting with me. And every day it's 1, 2, 3. The other day, Julian got to 15 on his own.
Oh, that's good.
Today, he got to 7 and then counted 11.
Yeah.
So it's like, doesn't have it yet, but he's 3.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Day to day, it varies as to how high they can count. So to get them to count consistently, to recognize some letters, maybe start tracing some letters, different things like that. Nothing high pressure on them or me. So just kind of introduction.
But we got out of the house without the kids. What were we doing? Were we doing the car repair thing? Is that what it was when I bought the bookshelves?
I think so, yeah.
We
Let's
picked
go.
up
My
Natalie's car from getting worked on.
Went to see
Her car's great now. Everything's good.
Yeah.
We had a friend repair it for like half the price, and he did everything. It's pretty awesome.
Less than half the price.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And we stopped at Walmart on the way home, and I got a bookshelf for my magic shop. I need more bookshelves to hold more merchandise, and which is almost full again. And we bought a little bookshelf for the boys because we have a nook in our kitchen, which is the schoolroom now.
Yeah.
And I don't know, what is it? Is it 7 feet by 10 feet, something like that? It's thinner than it is long, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's got a bookshelf, a
it's
desk,
small.
and another
It's
bookshelf.
Like you have the kitchen and you have the eating area, and there's this extra little spot that has the door to the outside deck, but it's like this extra little room that I wouldn't. What do you do with it if you didn't homeschool? I mean, I guess we'd figure out something. But anyway, we put homeschool there. So Lana has a desk, and she had a bookshelf for all her books. But now that the boys were we put little craft books on there, and we got them a couple little, it's just for fun, Halloween painting little things at Sam's Club.
They're almost like watercolor. You dip the brush on the paper, and it just picks up color.
Yeah. So
they liked it.
A couple little preschool books that we've acquired, and yeah. So they have their own little shelves.
But I was busy building shelves, putting stuff together. And I think the schoolroom turned out good. We put their little table on the other side. I think it looks good now.
Yeah, it does.
I was worried it'd be too cluttered. I think it looks
me
good.
too. I was worried that their table was going to be sticking out too far on the other side. And but no, it does. It looks good. And we got all Lana's books for her 8th grade, and they're all set up, and she's so happy.
Yeah. So the day I was building the books, Lana's new school year came in.
Yeah.
And that is a huge box.
It was 2 boxes.
I only saw one.
2 boxes this year.
You got science again?
Yeah.
And the way they do the homeschool stuff, they give you the beakers. They give you the masking tape. They give you aluminum foil. They give you aluminum.
Don't give you, they put on a list the week before. Or at least you hope they do. They messed up a couple times last year. They had nothing. I was like, oh, so they're going to give us everything next week. And next week you go to do the experiment, and they're like, you need this, that, and the other thing. I'm like, or it was like, you need 3 lemons. And I looked at Lana, I said, Lana, look, flip to the last week. What you need next week for science. It has nothing. You come to this week and you all of a sudden you need 3 lemons. I was like, honey, I don't have 3 lemons. So, anyway, couldn't do it that day. But, yeah, they give you a majority of the stuff. And things like lemons that are going to go bad, they tell you to...
Yeah, they can't mail you that a year in advance.
Yeah, they tell you get that, hey, next week you're going to need lemons. So, but yeah, no, and it was 2 big boxes, and you go through, and they tell you to do it, because, I mean, they're only human. What if they forget something? And I just check off to make sure I got all the books and all the stuff that I need, and it's always been there. I've never had to.
It's just crazy that you get it before the school year. Like, her whole school is set. She's done, and she doesn't start for another
couple weeks.
3 weeks. Yeah.
We'll start the Monday after we get back from school. I mean, vacation.
Wow.
What?
It's crazy. It's here already. She literally just finished in August.
No, she didn't. She
took her test in August.
It took her a while to get to the test, but because we were so crazy busy, we didn't have time for her to sit down and take the test.
Yeah.
So, but we finished in July, probably the beginning of the 2nd week or something like that of July. But take into consideration that she also took a week off in June to go to a summer camp. She took another week off in June to visit her granny and peepaw. So all of this was pushing school out further. And then last year we had an extra long Christmas break just because everybody got sick And then once everybody was better, it was Christmas time.
Oh, yeah.
So, just, anyway. I'm not doing school on Christmas Day. So.
Well, so the schoolroom's all set up. My magic shop, my inventory, I have a work shed out back that I can build stuff, and I got the whole right side wing is my magic shop out there. And it's coming along. I'm happy.
Good.
I'm happy. I got all my DVDs out there, all the magic props. We did a street festival this week, and I sold just magic from my magic shop. Some pitch magic as well, but magic from the magic shop, and sales were the best year ever, you said. Because you do all the math, you do all the numbers.
Oh, it Taste the Mountains?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about best ever, but we beat last year in sales. Anyway.
But it was fun to do. Like,
I don't know the other years.
It was like I brought a magic shop instead of just Svengalis and just Professor's Nightmares. I was able to bring stuff from the magic shop and demo and do and tell people, hey, come to the magic shop if you want to learn more. So it was fun. I sold some Tenyo magic. I had all kinds of stuff. It was fun. It was fun. There's a new product. What do they call them? I'm going to look right here on the shelf. Murphy's Magic has, the Apprentice series. I'll show this on camera. Murphy's Magic has the Apprentice series, and this is the spiker illusion, where the coin goes through, you take plastic nails and they go through a coin. Mm-hmm. So this is the Apprentice series with Murphy's Magic. They have a whole line of what used to be like Adam's Magic. But they come with like an hour-long instructional DVD or video. So they scan the QR code in here, takes you to the Vimeo page or whatever, mm-hmm. and the kids can just watch it and learn it from them. And they have it lit real well, and they have it produced real well. So it just adds to the value of this trick. You're not just getting a piece of plastic, you're getting this tutorial that you have a real illusion in your hands. Mm-hmm. You know, and they do it really well. Good. So we sold a bunch of that stuff. The Apprentice stuff, I sold some Tenyo stuff, and then I sold the Pitch Magic. But anyway, I don't know.
But Taste of the Mountains we go to every year. You've been doing that since well before I knew you.
Yes.
I don't know when you started that, but I've gone with you every year. The only years
I would say I started around 2000.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And the only years that we haven't done it were obviously COVID year, and then the following year they couldn't do it because they couldn't get buses.
The school wouldn't let them borrow buses to bus people over from the school to the street festival.
Yeah.
Because of COVID restrictions still.
Yeah. So those are the only years we didn't do it because it wasn't happening. So, but we've been there every year. It's fun. It feels like a long day, but it always flies by pretty quick.
It flies.
Like, I'm always thinking, driving there, like, oh man, it's going to be a long day. And then it's like, done. Oh, that went by way quicker than I thought.
But we've been rained on out there.
Yeah.
We've had misty days where it's misting on and off. We've had blistering hot days out there, and that makes the day long. I think that's the days you remember driving home, just miserable.
Yeah,
because
with headaches because you've been in the sun all day. This year it was cloudy for most of the day. The sun came out every once in a while, but it was not hot. It wasn't hot.
Yeah.
It was nice. It was like good temperatures. When we first got there, I put on a sweatshirt, actually, but it didn't last very long.
But still, people sit on a curb because they have a 4-inch gap with their knees.
Yeah.
They could watch. You know, did you notice? They all sit on the curb on the far right. So I'm performing straight ahead, but they're all over there.
Right.
Right? Underneath that tree and on the
people
curb.
On the other side, on those little parking.
It's just
what is this called?
It's the parking. It's the end cap for the parking spot. Right? Like a speed bump type.
Yeah.
Thing.
Right.
They're just setting on those. Like that gives you height off the ground.
Yeah.
And then everybody else was across the road leaning on the fences.
A little fence, standing up.
They couldn't stand
You had a
and watch the
smattering
show.
of people sitting down in front of you, but like to get the crowd, I had to go way back and like zoom out.
Isn't it crazy?
Yeah.
They won't come close.
I mean, it was a good crowd at each show, but they wouldn't move up.
I thought it was because of the sun that they always sat there, but nope, they just
apparently not
need to be elevated.
You still want to sit on the ground for something. You're sitting on the ground. I mean,
right.
You're sitting on the ground.
They're sitting on a curb. Right.
Or you just sit all the way down this much further, and you be on the.
But what did the kids do this
That's
year?
fine.
Oh, Lex went poo-poo on the potty.
Lex did poop on the potty. It was amazing. I was so excited, and I thought it was going to be a turning point, but alas, it was not. But anyway, he got very proud of himself. I don't know if what was going on, but he wanted hugs all of a sudden, and I was like, well, do you need to use the potty? He goes, I said, okay, let's go. And we sat down and said, you gotta go poo-poo. And he sat there and just did his business. And at first he was fine having me there, and I was just standing there talking to him, and then he goes, Mom.
He likes privacy in the bathroom.
I said, oh, I'm so sorry. And I had to turn the other way. And if I'd look and be like, are you done yet? Mom. Okay. I was not allowed to look at him. But once all was said and done, he was very excited. The only thing I had was stickers that a guy from church had given us. He had given us some dino stickers, and I had stuck them in my purse, and I had forgotten about them. But I was so glad I had them that day, because usually when they go to the potty, they get a little dino toy, they get a sticker, and they get a piece of candy. Well, the only thing I had was stickers. I was like, you pooed in the potty, you get 2 stickers. And he was very proud of himself. And then he asked a couple more times that day. He's like, I gotta go poo-poo, Mommy. Okay, but nothing happened. So.
And since then, that was Saturday, today's Wednesday.
Yeah, nothing.
Nothing since.
No. I mean,
but it was at a show. It was at a street festival.
Right.
It's not like it was
in
the privacy of our own
home.
Right.
Yeah. So
and at that street festival, my RV and trailer don't fit. They said, "Oh, you could probably make it work if you get there at 5 a.m. or whatever." We're not doing all that. So I bring my
sleep there the night before.
I bring my yeah, we could. I bring my van, and she brings her car. So they were doing all that pooping in the back of her car.
Yep.
And put the seats down.
I had backed my car up, so the back of the trunk was more private. And we just sitting in the trunk.
It's next to a fence. Nobody's walking by you.
Right, that's why I backed the car in. So if I hadn't backed in, I would have been facing the parking lot where you were doing your show.
But besides that, the kids running around, they made some friends. They had a good day.
Yeah, they did.
Enjoyed themselves.
Yeah, and I took all 3 of them. We walked down one end of the street festival and just kind of perused, but it was during a time that was crazy busy. Crazy busy. And you're just trying to keep kids, hold their hands tight. And
well, I'm there from 9 to 4, and I did 3 shows. And when I wasn't on stage performing, I was at the table selling magic.
Right. And so I took them between shows. And yeah, it was crazy busy at that point. And then Julian wanted to be in the middle. He wanted to walk in the middle of the 2 yellow lines. Because you're on a road, so there's 2 solid yellow lines. And he had to be in the middle of it. But I'm like, okay, come this way. I'm pulling him because people are coming that way. And then it was right back to the...
Just walk up to people. Excuse me, my son wants that line. Can you move?
No, y'all move. My kid wants to walk in the middle of the lines. But no, I'd pull him off the lines and then he would get right back on the yellow lines. I mean, he wanted to be on the yellow lines. But anyway, but yeah, we walked down one end and came back up, and that was they were done with walking by the time we got back. And then we had friends come that we were going to go out to dinner with afterwards, and they took Lana and took her up the other end, and she got to hold puppy dogs and all sorts of things. So she had a good time. We
went out to dinner with, I'd say Natalie's friends, but they're my friends too, but they're through you that I know them. So yeah. Is that weird to say? Because that's not nice. You're friends, but they're my friends too.
They're our friends. But I just got to know them first, I guess.
But that's what I said, yeah. But the husband likes ventriloquism. Mm-hmm. Said his father was a pastor, and he recommended the kids do something to minister to children or whatever. So he learned ventriloquism, and his brother learned magic, and he's talking. And he said he texted his brother about me, and his brother freaked out.
You know Wes?
And I'm like, well, get him on the phone. Oh, it's such an honor to talk to you. It's such a, and the guy was just on and on. He had bought my trick. He loves my trick. He was telling me how he performs my trick. And
so is he full-time? Or
He's watched the vlogs. He's watched the television show. He's watched the podcast. He knows us. I'm a real working pro. He likes how I...
Is he a full-time magician?
I think he's I don't know what he does for a living. I think he's a youth pastor.
Okay. And
that does
and
magic.
Yeah.
That does magic that way.
Very cool.
I don't know what state he's in.
I wasn't in the conversation because it was on the phone, and then I was talking to people and
well, it was at the restaurant. He gave me the phone at the restaurant. I'm like, heck yeah, I want to hang out with a magician. You guys are boring. I talk to magic, and
how rude!
I had a blast. The guy was so nice. He was
rude.
He was very loving.
Boring.
He was telling me I was great. He was awesome.
Feeding your ego.
He was awesome. But so that was cool. No, but and I told the people that we were having dinner with afterwards. They were like, "Oh, he texted the brother and was gushing over meeting me." And he said, "Yeah, he gets that way." And I said, I didn't realize you were famous, Wes, is what the couple we had dinner with said. And I said, famous, just a weird thing. I could be famous to them, but nobody else cares,
Right, yeah.
Penn and Teller, we go out to dinner with Penn.
We're not famous.
No, but nobody in the restaurant knows who Penn is.
But Penn is famous.
How do you not know Penn?
In the magic world, I guess. More so. It's yeah.
It's weird.
It's different. But see, I would rather have that kind.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be bombarded.
Tom Cruise or Taylor Swift. Right.
Yeah. I'd rather have somebody recognized you every once in a while. That was cool. And then you move on and you can get your shopping done.
It's weird when we get recognized. The last time that somebody gushed over us recognizing us was at the state fair. I still don't know how that girl found us. There was the lady at the ticket booth when we first walked in. Wes, you're here? Wes, what? This is a famous magician. And they were gushing over us. I don't know who they are, how they know us, but they definitely knew us.
Yeah.
It's yeah.
I want to do that again this year. I want to go see
let's do it.
Yeah.
My favorite part of this time of year, and we never get to do it anymore because we're so busy, Oktoberfest.
I know. Well, every weekend is booked and usually on a Saturday.
I love Oktoberfest. I do. I'm not German, but I love it.
We'll have to look and see if there's something that will fit our schedule.
It's so campy. Do you say campy?
It's fun, though.
It's campy and fun. Yeah, it's campy, though. It's like...
I don't know if it's campy, but...
I don't know. It's the polka music and the...
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, there's definite polka music in Oktoberfest.
Right. But I guess you're so drunk you don't care. Is that what it is?
Dance to anything.
Yeah, it's just silly. It's fun. We like Oktoberfests.
Yeah.
We'll have to talk to your dad and see if we can get one.
Yeah, see if
figure one out.
Yeah.
What else do we have on here to talk about? You've been Amazon shopping like crazy for the trip.
I have. I had to get...
We had 4 packages yesterday, and they were all books.
They came in 4 separate packages? That's ridiculous. I didn't have any books left, and I like to take books on vacation. 1, I like to read on the airplane if I'm able to. 2, I like to read on the beach when I can, or whatever downtime I might have. So, I needed books, and I told Wes I wanted to go by Barnes & Noble, because that's just what I'm used to. And he was like, just order books on Amazon. I was like, that's much easier.
Amazon started as a bookstore. She said, I thought that was Pez. That was eBay.
Sorry. But anyway, I did. I got some books. I got 5 books. I mean, I'm not going to read all 5 books on vacation, but I figured that'll last me a little bit when we get home, too. Maybe it'll carry me over, because I don't really get too much time to read. But maybe that'll carry me over till I get gift cards for Christmas.
When you sit down to read a book, the kids start crawling all over you.
I know, yeah. Yep. So I read a little bit here and there, and that's it, but I love reading. But anyway, it's okay. I will have plenty of time to read when the kids are grown, so it's...
We'll also start the little quiet time for the boys. They need it.
Because I can read during quiet time when I'm going up and down and up and down and up and down.
No, but we'll figure it out how to make it work.
You're never here during quiet time. Oh. You leave the house, or you're teaching magic classes, or you just decide that you're done and you're leaving the house, and then it's all up to me, and I have to go up there 20 times.
I'm chopping wood and trying to provide for the family heat.
You don't understand what quiet time consists of.
No, but you...
It's like a workout of going up and down the steps.
You wanted to do it.
And
that was your family thing. It was
so much easier with one.
Yeah.
These 2 fight, and then you have to go break it up, and then they're happy, and then you go downstairs, and then 10 minutes later you're back upstairs because somebody hit somebody, or somebody didn't do something the other one wanted them to do, or something.
Well, now that they understand the threat of time out, though. I think it will be easier. Can you just separate them and then put them back together? Well, I'll do it again. You want time out again?
I mean, you get to do quiet time on Mondays when I'm gone at ballet.
And
so
in September 25th, they're going to be 4.
Mm-hmm.
They understand punishment.
Okay.
They get it.
Well, good.
But besides
anyway,
books,
I got books for myself. I had to get extra shorts for the boys because we're going to be gone for a week, and I wasn't sure that 2 pairs each was going to be enough. So, I mean, if they spill something on themselves on the airplane ride to vacation, then they're down to 1 pair of pants for the whole week. So I got them a couple extra pairs of shorts. I had to get swimmy diapers. So I just went ahead and ordered those. I was hoping I wouldn't need them, that we'd be potty trained by now, but that hasn't happened. So here's to a suitcase full of swimmy diapers, pull-ups, and regular diapers. Because we put them in regular diapers. Like, they'll be in regular diapers. I guess for the airplane ride, probably. Should be, right? Because it holds more. And at nighttime. I put them in diapers at nighttime because it holds more. Just in case. But during the day, I have them in pull-ups. So, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe we'll put them in pull-ups.
she got them a travel potty. We already have 2.
I do.
We already have 2 little,
I do.
tiny little potties.
This is just like a toilet seat that folds open, which I want to try on one today so they're used to it.
I didn't understand it because I just saw a picture of a smaller toilet seat, and I'm like, that's what you need, honey. I get it because I thought it would shrink the hole.
It folds down to like this big so that you can put it in your bag.
You could put that in your purse. I didn't realize it was that small.
That's what I said. I can put it in my purse.
You said carry on. I didn't realize it was that
I
small.
said
Fit in your
purse or
purse.
carry on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can put it in my purse. Yeah, it folds open and it's just like a small one so they don't feel like they're falling in the toilet. And they can sit and we can carry it with us everywhere. So if they have to use the potty in the airport, I can't take a full, we got them little Cookie Monster potties and it's a full-on potty.
And they don't stack right. So it's...
Right,
it's
don't say. You can't
2
bring
feet
that.
tall? Is it 2 feet tall?
It's about like this.
Together? When you carry them together?
Oh, when you carry them, yeah, probably like this. But yeah, you can't pack that. That's not packable to go with you.
But we take it in the RV.
We do.
We carry it in and out of the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, I figured I'd bring that with us to the convention. I probably put the other potties in the RV because I don't think it's going to fit on the RV potty because the RV potty is small.
Have you tested? You haven't tested it.
I haven't tested it. But anyway, I just figure.
Because different potties will be different sizes anyway.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
Cancun toilet is going to be different than the airplane toilet, which is going to be different than the airport toilet. Aren't they all different?
Okay. Well, yeah, but whatever.
Yeah.
Make it work.
Also,
if they have to use the potty on the airplane, which I doubt they will. If they have to use the potty on the airplane, I think those potties are smaller, so I don't even know that I'll need it.
I don't know.
On the airplane.
Also,
I don't know either.
I don't think Willow buys her own sunscreen. So we buy a sunscreen for 6 people.
Yes.
Which is a whole nother thing of luggage because it's me, it's Natalie, it's the boys, it's Lana and Willow. All of that sunscreen has to be purchased.
I got a huge tub. It's a huge tub of sunscreen. And that's for everybody. And then my face breaks out. So I got myself face sunscreen so I won't break out. And then I got the boys a stick. It's not for their whole body, it's for their faces so that you don't accidentally rub the other sunscreen in their faces. So that tub is going to be for everybody, but the stick is for the boys' faces so they don't get it in their eyeballs.
That has to go under the plane. The tub.
That does have to go under the plane, yeah. But I pack it in 2 big Ziplocs so if it leaks.
And tomorrow we leave for MAES.
We do.
So what were you doing last night and planned on after this today?
Last night?
And cleaning.
I cleaned the whole house yesterday. So I dusted and I scrubbed the bathrooms and I vacuumed and I cleaned the whole house. And I told Wes, I said, I just want to come home to a clean house after our trips. So
we can't be the only people that do that though, because it sucks to come home to a dirty house.
Yeah.
You want to come home to a fresh start.
I debated it. I was like, I really don't feel like cleaning. I got so much stuff to get done before we leave, but no, I need to clean.
Yeah.
It needed it, but I also just want to come home to a clean house. I mean, I know there's going to be, you know, when you leave, when you're packing and you're leaving, there's usually something left out, but at least it's clean. You can come home to a clean house. But yeah, I cleaned the house yesterday. I did checkbook yesterday. What else?
A lot. You dusted and did bathrooms.
Yeah.
Did everything.
Yeah. So, yep. Got it all clean and set to go. And today, and I did laundry. I did everybody's laundry in 2 days. And so today, after this, we got to go get suitcases down and start packing. And I feel like there's something else I got to do, but I don't think so. So then we go to MAES. That's Thursday through Sunday. We'll be home on Sunday. I'm going to have to start laundry on Sunday in order, because we're going to be leaving the house at 3 a.m. on Wednesday. So I do laundry on Sunday. Hopefully I'll get a majority of it done that day, but whatever doesn't get done will get done on Monday. But on Monday is Lana's first ballet class. So we got that thrown in the mix as well. And I wanted to go to her first ballet class because she's going to miss her second one because we'll be in Cancun. But yeah, so she has ballet. So then all the packing, you got to unpack, then you got to repack. And on top of all that, for Cancun, I put up a out of the office message for email. I changed our voicemail on our thing saying, hey, we're out of the country, so forgive us if it takes us a little longer to get back to you, but leave a message. So all that has to be done on Monday and Tuesday. It's overwhelming, but it's worth it once we're in Cancun.
So, the other thing, planning for MAES. She said, what time do you want to leave? Well, it doesn't start until 6 p.m. It's 5 hours away.
Mm-hmm.
Let's leave at 9. 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. You don't need to get there at 2 o'clock. Well, we'll leave at 9, and we'll go to Walmart. It'll be an hour and a half at Walmart. What do you need at Walmart?
I didn't know we were leaving at 9. I keep asking what time we're leaving. I was thinking 10.
Well, what do we need at Walmart?
Well, since Wes won't leave to get food for anybody, we got to get food for everybody except for dinners, because he will stop for dinner.
Well, that's planned into the schedule.
Yeah. They thank God they put a break for dinner. Otherwise...
They do a lunch break as well, but the dealer room is open during lunch break. And... Alright, so I'm one of the people that go around to the dealer tables, and if the guy's demonstrating for other people who have a crowd, I back up and I try to approach them when they have less of a crowd. So sometimes it's not until like the second or third day where I get to talk to one of the dealers because I don't want to bug them. I don't get to see everything there. I don't want to butt in and go shopping. I don't want to bother them. I know that's what they're there for, but I feel like I'm a little different. I don't know. And I already have 99% of the thing. I don't want to be in the way. Yeah, I feel like I've seen other people rudely butt in and stand in front of you, and I don't want to be that. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes I use the lunch breaks to go to the dealer room or go look at the silent auction thing. There's so much at Magicians Alliance of Eastern States. If you're a magician, check it out. I'm president this year, so take my word for it. But they have scheduled in for lunch. So sometimes I'll just go to my hotel room, literally walking fast, grab a protein bar or something and a soda and come back down. That's all, because you don't have time to sit down at a restaurant. I took my friend Ron Schneider one year, and he wanted to go to Chick-fil-A across the street. And we came back, and we were 20 minutes late for the lecture. The lecture was 20 minutes into it.
And you don't want to miss any of it.
I don't want to miss a beat. I don't want to miss anything.
We end up getting breakfast materials for all the kids. We get sandwich making stuff for lunches. We have to have plenty of bottled waters and drinks. And we're like pretty much moving in for the weekend. And, extra snacks, fruit and chips or whatever else they're going to want to snack on. We usually spoil them and, get like cookies, and they like chicken in a basket, chicken in a biscuit, crackers. So. And
donuts.
That's usually their go-to for breakfast. So we do all that, and then we'll go to dinner. But yeah. So.
But it's just Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at the same restaurant.
And then Sunday morning breakfast.
Sunday morning, we're usually heading out getting something.
Didn't stop for breakfast
No?
last year. No, we just went home.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, are you looking forward to it this year? And also, they have a pool, so the kids can go to the pool. You can go to the pool. You can go to the pool with them.
I don't have time. That's what you said last year, but I don't have time to go to the pool, come back, take a shower, get ready, and do whatever you want me to do. So what ends up happening is the girls go to the pool, and I just stay with the boys and watch the boys while they go have a little bit of fun.
I was wondering if you're letting the boys go with the girls.
Not if it's just the girls by themselves.
Yeah, that's why I thought you were going with them.
Right. Nope. I'm not even going to pack the boys' swimsuits.
Okay.
I'm not going to worry about it. We'll do all that stuff next week in Cancun.
But there's so much going on. There's a magic auction. There's the lectures. There's 3 different shows. There's 2 gala shows and 1 standalone show, one-man show usually. This year it's going to be a little different. A variety show of some type. I don't know. And then, did I say silent auction? I love the silent auction because I always come home with a bunch of stuff. And then the competitions. You get to see a close-up competition, a stage competition. I love it. I love it. And then Saturday night, I usually stay up till like 4, 5, 6 in the morning. And then we check out at 11. And
yep. And they're having the movie, too.
So we had Sean Farquhar on here with John Ornay, the Ornoy, the director. And yeah, so we had them on the podcast a couple weeks ago. And they somehow got the rights to show it Thursday night, like at 10:30 at night.
Yeah.
So we get to see Lost in the Shuffle.
Yeah.
That'd be good. I texted Sean, are you going to be there? He said, no, I got to make money, man. I'm on the road all the time doing this. So we get to see it. We won't get to see Sean, but it'll be good. It'll be good.
Yep.
What else is going on? Oh, something else. I bought
You got shirts real quick for MAES.
For MAES.
Mm-hmm.
Natalie, I wanted Mr. President t-shirt with the MAES logo on it. And Natalie's like, don't worry about the logo. Just get Mr. President. You can probably get that on Amazon.
Yeah.
I found it on Amazon. And then I got Miss President or Mrs. President.
Mm-hmm.
I should have got First Lady. But it's okay. I got the point across.
Yeah.
It wasn't until after I saw it and looked at it and looked at you and looked at it. Did you say it or did I say it?
I did. After we already got them. I was like, hey, you know what? It should have been First Lady, not Mrs. President. But, oh well.
But you even approved the purchase. I showed it to you.
Because you had Mrs. President and it just made sense, Mr. and Mrs. President. And then I thought about it later. I was like, wait, it should be First Lady. But that's okay.
Daggone it.
It's fine. When are we supposed to wear those? What?
I don't know. I don't know what day to wear them. Because when we get there, it'll be funny to show up in them. But then again, you want to wear it for the gala show and then the Saturday night gala show. I don't know.
So I'm going to be wearing it all weekend.
No. I don't know. Something fun I did for the kids. I bought a video game system. I saw it on TikTok advertised and probably my algorithm. Retro gaming and things like that. But I think it was like $50. And it had 4,000 video games. This isn't a commercial for it, but it kind of is because it's awesome. And I did not want to go to TikTok Shop to buy it because I'm scared. I just don't want to be scammed. Mm-hmm. There's just something weird about that over there. I don't know. And so I looked up on Amazon, and I found it on Amazon. 4,000 games. It had Game Boy games, regular Nintendo games, PlayStation games, GameCube games, Sega games, even as far back as Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy, and did I say Sega Genesis?
I don't know. And
the other one before Nintendo with the cartridges, they go Atari. I mean, it goes 4,000 games, and it's got a wireless remote control. Well, we have that big screen TV behind us in the RV, and I thought the kids would love playing it on the way to shows. Willow could care less. I don't know what it is about her. She could care less playing it. Lana likes it, but Lana kind of copies Willow, where if Willow doesn't want to play it.
When Lana plays it, she did try to play it once, or a couple times. But every time she plays it, the boys are screaming at her to give them the remotes, even though they don't know.
They don't know what they're doing with them.
They have no clue. But they want to hold the remotes, and so she just gives in and gives it to them.
And then she leaves.
Yeah, and then she leaves.
But when I'm playing it, they just watch me play. So I don't understand.
Maybe it's because you sat between them or something. I don't know. Maybe you and her can play at some point if you're up on the ride home on Sunday.
Well, I did. I played Crash Bandicoot from PlayStation, or Crash Bandicoot 2. I don't know which one it was. And because the kids were cranky.
Mm-hmm.
And Willow was like, she didn't know what else to do.
Yeah.
And we'd already given them snacks, we already given them all this stuff. And I just sat back there between them. I think I got 6 levels.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. I had fun. I like it. I think it's really neat. The only thing is those chairs that I got to sit between, you're playing like this because it's kind of, there's no more room left on that couch.
Yeah.
So that's not comfortable.
You
And then
could sit at the table, but I think they like that you sat between them.
I was trying to quiet them down too.
Yeah.
But that thing's awesome. Check it out. I have no idea what to tell you to look it up, but it's fun. But now we have like 400 DVDs in the RV. We have this game system in the RV. And still, Lana and Willow are just on their cell phones. They could care less.
I know.
But the boys can play video games.
They like watching DVDs, and they like holding the remotes as the game does its thing. They have like Street Fighter and Tekken and all these other games. Mortal Kombat. All these fighting games they love. Lana loves fighting games. Just one-on-one combat, right? Mm-hmm. The boys love watching it. Mm-hmm. There is a dinosaur fighting game. Did you see it yet? I haven't seen it, but I've heard
the T-Rex goes against a Triceratops, and you get to swoop your tail. So your attack move is just your tail, or you bite, or you use your little hands to claw them.
That's funny.
But the boys don't know what they're doing.
Right.
But it's so that people just sit there. Rawr, they just So maybe he'll walk backwards, maybe he'll walk forwards, because they either push buttons or move the joystick. They don't do both. The boys don't know how to do both yet. Yeah. But as a dinosaur fighting game,
they like it.
It's like they wrote that for my boys.
I know, right?
38 years ago.
They knew it was coming.
Natalie, my friend Mr. Potato Head, is a gun salesman, magician friend, but his real job is a gun salesman. And he was at a local gun shop, and he lives a couple hours from us. And he said, I'm going to be up here. Well, I got to pick up our contacts in that town. So I'll go check in on you. Natalie, come with me. I don't know why I brought you with me.
You were all gung-ho to go meet your friend, and I was like, okay. And then it was like the day of, you're like, what's the matter? I can't go by myself.
It's 2 hours. It's an hour away. By the time you hang out with him, it's an hour and a half, then drive home an hour by myself. Yeah. I don't want to do that. Will you go with me? And then we go in there, and I'm like confident. I'm going to buy a gun today. I'm going to buy a new gun.
What? I didn't know. What?
And she didn't really poo-poo it. So I was like, I think I can get away with this. I think I can buy a gun today. Are you really buying a gun, Wes? The more you say it, I think I am. And last time we bought guns, she filled out all the paperwork for me. This time they wouldn't let her do that. Nope. So daggone it, I get nervous around all these manly men in there filling out the paperwork. So Natalie, this was allowed. Natalie read the question sped read it. Next one's no. Next one's yes. Next one's no. Next one's yes. But she wasn't allowed to do the marks. I get nervous. I think in my head, the people that buy guns all the time or have an arsenal in their home know that form so well. They probably go B, 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 C, A, B, D.
The people behind the counter don't care how long it takes you to do that.
But I'm I have to just hold on, let me read this one. And I'm looking at him, watching me read it. And I'm for some reason, I don't like reading in public. I can't read a statement in public. I don't like it. It brings me back to second grade. But then when somebody's watching me read something, I don't know. It's weird.
Messes you up.
So Natalie's literally helping me like a 3-year-old, and I'm in there doing it. But I bought Natalie a gun. Well, I guess they're technically both mine, but because I had to fill out all the paperwork.
Oh, it might be under your name, but he said as spouses, you can gift it to me. It doesn't matter that it's under your name.
There you go. There you go.
If I have it out and about, it doesn't matter.
So you have
a Beretta, a 32. It's cute too. It's a little small one that fits in the purse. I like it.
And I got a little 22. I got a little 22. I don't even know what it is. What did I get?
A small one. It's I don't know, 22. I can't remember.
But it's a tiny little, I wanted something small to have on the trails in case I run into a bear or in case I
More like a snake. I don't know. I think you
a
just
snake.
piss off
We do
the
have
bear.
with the 22.
Yeah,
Well, maybe a fire and it'll run off.
that's true.
Mr. Potato Head, the gun salesman guy, got me 22 ammo that is like snake ammo, something like that. But the way it comes out of the barrel, it comes out like a shotgun.
Oh.
So it's like, but then I gotta change out ammo and have only that for that.
Yeah.
Then you have the snake ammo and you run into a bear. You're really just pissing him off.
Pissing him off. 'Cause you're just like, hey,
Little
bear,
BBs.
pinch,
No, but it's
pinch,
little BBs,
little
yeah.
bear.
Feels like he got stung by a whole bunch of little bees.
Yeah.
So that was fun. And then the next day we come home and we want to try out our guns. Well, by the time we got home that night, we had dinner. Dinner took forever because it was a Friday night.
Well, here we got we ate out. We ate while we were out. So by the time we got home, it was dark because we got stuck in traffic and
That bad car wreck.
yeah, and I don't know what happened, but it wasn't.
The restaurant was
supposed
an
to be.
hour-long wait.
Like I told Willow, I said I think it's just gonna be like a 3-hour, 1 hour there, 1 hour with Tater and getting the contacts, and then an hour home. I'm like, we'll be home in I mean, I had stuff out thawing to make dinner. I thought we would be home in time for me to make dinner. And then
When we left the gun shop to
time-
get contacts, it took an hour, which was only supposed to take 5 minutes because of a car wreck.
Right. And so by the time we were picking up contacts, it was pretty much dinner. And so we called Willow and we're like, hey, Willow, just we have frozen pizza. Put a frozen pizza in or make spaghetti or whatever you want to do. Because we're not making it home in time to make dinner. In fact, we're going to pick something up while we're out. Because it's dinner time.
And she looked up a restaurant, and that restaurant was on the other side of town. We didn't know.
I didn't know. It said it was only like 6 miles, but it took 20 minutes.
And then it was an hour wait. Then we ordered, and it took forever for the food to come.
It was very slow.
Because it's not like we got anything complicated.
No. It was good, but it took a long time.
So anyway, we got home after dark. So we wanted to play with our guns the next day. We wanted to try them out. And we have a gun range in the backyard, and way at the far corner of our property. And we played with it. Lana watched the boys. The boys put on the little... They
tried on the little...
the muffs.
Yeah, the ear sets.
Headsets.
Headsets.
And then we're going to shoot. We're going to shoot. Mom, I want to be with Mom. I want to be with Mom. And they were trying to follow you down. No, you guys stay here. We'll be back.
We'll be right back.
And then I'm sure they can hear
And
us.
we
way
told
back
her,
there.
and we told Lana, we said, just 20 minutes. We're just going to be out there 20 minutes. And that's really
And we came back.
how long we were.
We have a little, I call it a PlayStation area, straight back behind our house. And it's out in the woods still. I cleared out a little clearing out there. I have a ball hanging from a tree that they can hit with the baseball bat.
This was a different day.
Goes around. The second day, wasn't it? Or was it?
I don't know.
I thought it was after
we did
shot.
our guns, and then it was another day. It was after we got back from church. We went to church.
Oh.
Yeah.
I
and
thought it was
then
the same day.
Lana wanted to do her thing, and we took the boys out to the...
Anyway, so I have this ball hanging. They can hit with a baseball bat, and it goes around. I have an axe throwing wall, and I have a little BB gun range.
Mm-hmm.
And I tried to take the boys out to the BB gun range, and they don't want to take turns. So I really need somebody else to police the other kid so he doesn't run in front of a BB gun. And they loved hitting the baseball bat, and they took turns okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't a big fiasco like last time.
Cried a couple times, but then they got, oh, he takes a turn, I get another turn. Oh, and it clicked.
Right.
Like, oh, they're not taking it away from me forever. It's just so that... So we went back and forth. Julian's turn, Lex's turn, Julian's turn, Lex's turn. And then Wes was like, I want a turn. And both of them were like, nah! Because that was not the pattern they were used to.
I just want to show them how hard I could really hit it. Show them Dad can do. And then
we did BB gun.
when we did the BB guns, it's like they want to all control. They don't want you helping them. I got this, Mom. And the gun's doing this.
Right.
Because they're 3.
Right.
Can't do that.
Julian let us help. Lex decided he didn't want to do it once he realized
That we had to help him.
Yeah, once he realized we had to help, Lex was just like, no, I don't want to. And so Julian had a good time.
But you still had to watch him so he didn't walk out into the range.
Right.
Yeah.
Julian had a good time shooting. I tried to convince Lex a couple times, and he'd come over, and then he'd realize, oh, you have to hold it with me? Nah, I don't want to do it. It wasn't like he was crying about it or anything. It was just like no, if you have to help me, I don't want to do it. So I'll go over here. Okay. Oh well.
I let Lex throw an axe once.
That was a wee bit scary.
That was scary on so many levels. It was scary. I was worried about him bringing it back on his own head.
Yeah.
I was worried about him hitting me over his shoulder.
Coming down and not letting go.
We didn't know, but I was
I'm
really
going.
trying to help him. And he
Like
threw it
this
once, and did it stick? It hit the wall. I don't remember if it stuck.
I don't remember either.
But
And
then
he
he
threw
really
it.
wanted to do it again. I'm like, no, that was enough. My
We're
heart
all
can't
done.
take anymore.
All
Yeah, we
done.
are done with that game.
Yeah.
So,
Wait until they're a little bit older for that one.
yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway.
They had a good time.
It's
They
fun out in the
enjoyed
country.
themselves.
It's fun out in the country. And that same day, Lana wasn't out there because Lana was cooking cake.
Lana decided I don't know where she got the idea, but just one day she's like, Mom, I'd like to make a cake out of scratch. I was like, or make a cake from scratch.
I thought she said it wrong.
And I was like, oh, okay. Look up a recipe because I always use boxed. But I was like, look up a recipe. There might be one. I have my grandma's old cookbook. So she went in there. I don't know how well she really looked in that old cookbook because I'm sure there's a cake recipe in there. But she ended up finding one on her phone. So I printed it out for her. Either that or it wasn't chocolate in the cookbook. One of the two. But anyway, she found a completely chocolate cake. Chocolate cake, chocolate icing. She made everything from scratch. So, she got all excited because when I told her she could do it and look up a recipe, she's like, I'm going to do it now. And I'm like, we don't have the ingredients. So I was like, make me a list of what you don't have and I need to get. And so she was disappointed that day. Like, she really thought she was making it that day. And it was like 9 o'clock at night. And I was like, Lana, you can't make it at night. Anyway, so we got all the ingredients for her. And this Sunday we had off. She decided she wanted to do it then. And I was like, it's totally fine. Have at it. Kitchen's yours. Like, she didn't want help. She was like, I've got this. I don't want help. So, okay, go. And so she did have a couple questions. But she did it pretty much by herself.
She messed up something. She had to throw away all the icing or something.
Yeah. So I had to show her how to grease a cake pan and then put flour in it. She didn't quite grease her. I did one and showed her how to do it, and then she did the other one. And we had to go back in and put more grease in and put flour in, so that one kind of stuck. That cake kind of stuck a little bit. But she did it pretty much by herself. A couple questions, and that was it. She did forget something for the icing. Oh, it was the butter. So she was supposed to put butter. She's supposed to cream the butter and then slowly add in other ingredients in a certain order. And she put all the ingredients together and she was like, well, now I have to add butter. And I was like, no, you have to throw all of that away and start over because it says certain order. I said, sometimes doing things in a certain order might seem weird, but it makes a difference and you have to follow the instructions. So she was all upset. She's like, do I have enough of everything? I was like, it looks like you have enough of everything. So she had to remake the icing, but that was the only mishap. She did it all. She iced it.
And we had it for dinner. I had a piece. I had a bite.
You did not have a piece.
I had a piece. I had a bite of that piece. And I gave the rest of it to the boys. The boys loved it. But I needed insulin shots after it because, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It was so sweet.
Well, see, I ate my piece because I wanted my daughter to feel good about it.
Okay, but
making it from scratch.
But when my toes start curling because it's so sweet.
It was extremely sweet. The icing was like eating pure sugar. It was sweet. Like, I would take a bite and like chug some drink.
That's what I told her. It needed like ice cream just to kick out some of the...
Cut the sweetness.
I don't know why ice cream does that though. It does for me.
Know. Yeah. I mean, it was good. It was a good cake. It was just very, very, very sweet. And the boys absolutely loved it. They were chowing down.
Oh, they ate my piece too.
They were very happy with it. And they were like, cake? They wanted more. No more.
The other thing is, we've been trying different things for breakfast. We've been giving them Cliff Bars on the road. It's just easy. Just break them up like little ball size and give it to them. And give them some milk and breakfast is done. On Sundays, I always make omelets for the whole family. but they won't eat eggs by themselves.
You have to feed it to them.
You have to feed it to them. They will not eat it.
Mm.
And I made scrambled eggs the other morning. I ended up giving it to the chickens. It was just, nobody ate it. Cream of wheat. They like cream of wheat.
They'll feed themselves cream of wheat.
They do good feeding cream of wheat. But they just got sick of Cliff Bars. So we're like, all right, when we go to church, when we go to shows, it's just easy. Sorry. It's just easy to throw a bar at them. Sorry, guys. And I'm overwhelmed with all the stuff we got to do to pack and get ready. I'm tired already. And so Natalie got them apple bars, banana bars.
Little fruit bars to switch it up. Someone recommended Made Good bars. I mean, it has chocolate on it. They love it, but there's vegetables hidden inside. So I'm like, score. So we got that. Just for them to, because they're always asking for snacks. They want snacks every other minute. And I was like, they got chips. I'm like, we need something besides chips.
They got cookies and they got Lay's potato chips and Doritos, little mini bags.
Yeah, I'm like, they need something else.
And they've gotten in a habit of every time they get in the RV, chips, as soon as they buckle in. Chips.
Right. So I figured something with fruit in it, something that has vegetables hidden in it. That's better than chips. So they've come and asked, chips, chips, chips. I'm like, how about a bar? Okay. And yeah, so it's a little healthier than just chips. And hopefully it'll last them in their bellies a little longer. But man, they've become endless little pits.
Boys, I'm telling you, it's going to be continual.
And I even got, when we went to Sam's Club, we got a huge box. I'm like, that'll last us a while. It's been 1 week and they're gone. There's like 2 bars left in that box.
36 bars in that box. So in a week, they've eaten 34 of them.
Oh my goodness.
Because I asked her last night, I said, is Willow or Lana eating these?
I'm like, I don't think so.
No. Wow.
Right.
They're 3, Natalie. You have to get a box each. Book us for Magic, please. We could do more shows. We could do 500 a year. We have spare time. Look, I'm not on stage right now.
We need to be able to pay for these groceries that have been, oh gosh, bottomless little pits at 3.
So one more thing before we wrap this up.
Oh, and we got all prepared for their birthday.
Well, go ahead. I have one final thought, but go ahead.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
We had to get out. So their birthday is the 25th. So that's 1 week after we get back from vacation. So I told Wes, I said, we need to get everything together before we leave. Because if we do it when we get home, what if it doesn't get here in time? So this year, they're turning 4. We're not having a big party. It's just family birthday. No one's coming over. Just us. So, but I still wanted to have fun. We still do, balloons and a tablecloth. We still make it fun. So we got, since they're so into dinosaurs, we got them a dinosaur tablecloth and plates and cups and helium balloons that say 4 and our dinosaur, T-Rex dinosaur. And we got their presents already. So we're all set for their birthday. And then we're going to take them to, what is it called? Dinosaur World? Dinosaur Land?
Dinosaur Land, maybe. Yeah. I don't know.
It's White Post, Virginia, something like that. It's one of the permanent. It's not the travel one that goes around. It's the permanent one that's there. So we're going to take them there. We won't be on their birthday because we have stuff going on. But we'll have cake and ice cream on their birthday. And then a couple days later, we're going to take them to Dinosaur Land. And I think they're going to have a good time.
I think it's just like concrete sculptures of different dinosaurs painted all up. And maybe you read a little bit about it. Maybe they have speakers with sound. I don't know.
I don't know how fun it's going to be for
anything.
The rest of us.
I've heard adults
but
are saying it's for the kids.
The boys are going to be ecstatic.
It's for the boys.
Yes. I mean, it's their birthday. So.
Right.
That's what we're doing.
I think they'll have fun. What are their presents? What are their presents? You got them a dinosaur camera.
I got them a little dinosaur camera. It has...
Each of them?
Yeah, each of them. It's a little camera. It has a little memory card. They'll have them by the time we go to Dinosaur Land, so maybe they'll want to take pictures. I got them little dinosaur coloring books and dinosaur jackets. Oh, and tattoos. They got little temporary dinosaur tattoos. And then we're going to take them to Dinosaur Land. I think that's a pretty good birthday, don't
That's
you?
pretty awesome. Are you making a dinosaur cake as well? Have you looked up
I'm
patterns?
going to. I still have to look up patterns, but yes, I want to put a dinosaur on their cake. Make it completely themed.
So I showed Lana before we filmed this today that her episode is up on YouTube, but it's hidden because it hasn't been released yet at the time we're filming. It'll be released by the time you're listening to this, but I just showed it to Lana, and she said, well, how do you get to watch it? I said, because I have a YouTube channel. It's scheduled. I can still watch it, but nobody else can see it because it's on my channel. I can go in my channel and look up my hidden videos and my scheduled stuff. You're so lucky you have a YouTube channel.
She keeps asking for
I
one.
said, honey, you don't need a YouTube channel. Kenan has one.
Really? I'm surprised.
So she says, well, I mean, she has a couple kids named Kenan, right?
No, she has a couple kids named Caden who are friends. Just one Kenan.
Well, I just saw it before here. Anyway, so
wow, I had no idea.
her little friend plays soccer,
Mm-hmm.
and he broke his nose playing soccer, so I kicked him in the face. And he was talking about soccer masks. This is a mask you can wear with a broken nose to continue playing soccer.
Oh.
So he's doing like product review. He's doing all these different soccer things, but apparently his channel is all about
Soccer?
Lana wants to do an art channel. What if I film it for her and upload it for her and she can't look at the comments or anything?
I don't know, babe. I feel like it's a slippery slope. Maybe I'm being overprotective, but I just want.
How cute was she
keep
editing
her-
video? How cute was that she
I
editing
think
video?
that's amazingly awesome, but I
taught
the
that millionaire
whole
student. I taught that.
YouTube thing and social media thing, I just want to protect her from it for a little longer.
I taught that millionaire student. He had a Lego channel and he was doing stop motion animation with his Legos.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm
Nice.
sure his whatever, I don't know what you call them, his helpers. I mean, he had his own servants. He had his own
Right.
butler that would upload it for him probably.
I don't know. We'll talk about it later.
Anyway, I just wanted to fill you in. That just happened right before we went on the air. I'll show you the videos in a second.
Okay. All right.
But
Wow.
they're pretty. It's funny
Now
when
she's
kids.
got more firepower against me. My friend has a
It's
YouTube
funny when
channel.
kids have channels though, because they're like, "Hey, my name is Wes Iseli. I'm gonna show you a magic trick." They come off with so much like, and it's like, no, you're 7. You know, it's just funny.
Yeah.
You know, they're still trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
But
Exactly.
we're
Right.
still trying to figure it
And
out.
that's going to be out there forever.
Right. Well,
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So she's. I don't know.
Anyway,
I don't think I like the idea yet.
we can think about it and enjoy it. Think about it while we're sipping margaritas and strawberry daiquiris by
Yes,
the beach.
I'm looking forward to that.
So when you see this, we'll probably be in the air.
I know, we'll be coming home by the time this comes out.
But that's all right. That's all right.
But
Guys, thanks for
we'll
tuning
have a
in.
fun time.
We'll have lots more guests scheduled and get back on track. Like I said, we had to film a couple back to back to get ready for vacation because I don't want to miss you guys for a week. But we'll see you soon. Only thing I have left to say is see you next week. With a tan. Check us out online at wesisley.com and patreon.com/Wes_Isley for behind-the-scenes videos, blooper videos, never-before-seen footage, discounts on merchandise, magic trick tutorials, and more. That's Wes Iseli, spelled Wesiseli.